Hi, I'm Sarah and this is Dempsey. Dempsey's a rising 15-year-old Dutch Gelderlander. He was bred in Holland and came over as a 4-year-old. He spent from the age of 4 till 10 in the lead of a coaching team as a carriage driving horse. I bought him when he was just rising 10 years old with the plan to compete him in horse driving trials, with a dream that maybe one day we would be good enough to go to the World Championships. Up to the age of 10, he had never ridden, so when I bought him, I broke him to ride. In the carriage, he's really forward going, but for some reason, once I started riding him, he kind of lost the ability to go forward and spent more time trying to buck me off than he did going forward. We slowly persevered with the riding alongside his driving, having to be in an open bridle. Obviously spending 10 years of his life in blinkers, life in an open bridle was quite a bit different. And he had a better view of all the gremlins that seemed to loiter around all over the place. And contrary to many people's beliefs, carriage driving horses need a similar education to riding horses. They're still working towards the same scales of training. So being able to school him under saddle while he was driving was really beneficial to his driving career. I competed him for a couple of years driving, and he was proving to be really quite successful and doing quite well. But unfortunately, a couple of years ago, it became apparent that he had some complications and discovered that he had problems with his coffin joints. Luckily, I found a really good vet who has nurtured us through some treatment, some rest, some rehab. It's taken us a long time, but we're sort of getting back on track. The plan was really to get him strong again under saddle and then put him back in the carriage and carry on with the driving. But I was really starting to enjoy the riding and made a decision that I didn't want to risk breaking him. And I knew that competing him carriage driving, we work on hard ground through the summer. And so I decided to retire him from carriage driving, which was a bit sad, but I needed a new focus and a new challenge. So I joined the local riding club and met a lovely lady who told me all about British Dressage Quest. It sounded perfect, just what we needed to introduce us to the new discipline. Competitions on a nice surface to hopefully protect his joints and keep him going for a few years. Our first few tests were quite interesting. I'm not sure we made it the whole way around the arena. Several times, several tests, because he just is very spooky and was adding in some extra deviations. But each time we go out, he is proving to get better, a little bit braver, and I guess I'm getting a little bit braver as well. We have been to 2 different venues so far and done 3 different competitions, and we've had a few red rosettes too, which is really, really good. His intro test that we've been doing, I use as a bit of a warm-up, so he's had a good look around the arena before we do the prelim. And his intro tests, he started to now score over 70%, which we're really, really pleased with. The prelims, we're sitting at about 65%. So that's our challenge now, is to try and move them on to up to sort of 70%. But yeah, we're really enjoying it and hoping to just keep going and see how far we can get.